day, everybody. Welcome to the Detroit Cast. Michael J. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Hey, guys.
How are you, my friend?
Very well. Better than you.
Better than me, that's for damn
I don't have an abscessed tooth.
Yeah.
That's been throbbing.
It's been unrelenting.
Good thing for you.
Yeah.
I brought my chisel.
I might take you up on that. I
Brought
swear
my
to God.
nail punch, too.
Oh, dude, I haven't slept a wink. Because, well, you know tooth pain. It's the fucking worst.
It really is.
It is a nightmare. And
I wish you the best. And
Yeah.
I did bring needle nose as well, so we could take care of this. I think you got to get it out of your head,
I
man.
think I do, too. It's two teeth, though. And so,
We'll do them both.
yeah, get them both out. I think they're attached like a bridge or whatever. Whatever they call that
Okay,
shit.
no problem.
Yeah, just, what do you do? Just,
A quick twist and pull.
you don't want to tie a string to the
I was going to say,
door handle?
is this a strings tying situation?
Listen,
or-
man, I've taken plenty of the sweet pies teeth. That tiny girl!
Really?
Yeah, she's in that mode of losing all her teeth. I've taken plenty.
Really?
Can handle this.
Didn't we watch a video of a guy, or was it Jackass? One of those guys tied it to a car.
Yeah, I think,
Oh
they,
my
I think
gosh.
one of them did.
Yeah, tied it rope to a car, and the car just
course.
took off. And thunk.
Yeah, shit works.
Ugh, it's just brutal. But anyway, I'm gonna have to get out of here in a little bit.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna have to do the heavy lifting for
Sure.
a lot of the show. I apologize for that, but they can get me in, and I swear it's not a joke. I have a dentist appointment at 2:30. 2:30.
You know about
You're
this
gonna
this
try to
morning
get a
and-
JPE? on
No, I'm just saying
It's
that's why I said it sounds like a joke, but I actually have a dentist appointment at 2:30.
that? Sounds like a bad joke, right?
Yeah.
Is this?
I of course you do.
But it's not a joke.
I know,
You know what
I
I mean?
get it.
Like literally at 2:30.
My God.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't plan it like that, but it was either that or next Wednesday.
Yeah.
No.
I take this one.
No, I can't do that. So anyway, I apologize in advance. I'm a hot mess.
Well, I had a weird thing happen yesterday. You want me to save it for I can discuss it with Isis after you're gone.
No.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, of course I
All
do.
right, of course
The more
you-
talking you do, the better.
You know my love of the beautiful game.
I do.
You know that I also coach a youth soccer team, right?
Yes.
So I'm at a tournament over the weekend. And, I'm my team's 07, so they're like 11, 12 years old. Pretty popular age. You see, 11, 12, 13-year-old kids all over the place.
Yeah.
So I get there, and I've got to piss, right? I mean, who drives to Brighton and doesn't
Please
have to
tell me you
piss?
didn't whip your dong out in front of a bunch of 12-year-olds and whiz.
No, there's porta potties
Okay.
stationed all over
I was going to say, this is a rough story, man.
all over the scene. So I pass the main porta potty bank, much to my chagrin.
Yeah.
But I do see one lone porta potty off in the distance, and it's close to the field that my team's on.
Why did
All
you,
right,
why did
wait,
you
whoa,
decide to
whoa,
bypass
what?
the string of...
Well, because I wanted to get over there and make sure I had my troops ready, I got to
But you're
round
going
up
to
my
have
guys.
to pee anyway, so the timing.
Hey, this is the sort of dedication we're talking about. This is the level.
So you're are you going to go over there, get them in order, and then you're going to pee?
Yes, I wanted to wrangle them into a spot and then go, get started here. I'm going to go pee.
Yeah, okay.
Like at the top of the hill, there's a porta potty. No, you don't like this?
No, much to your
There's limited
chagrin,
time.
I understand, but I mean, I would think you just go whiz and once.
Well, Jay,
what
if
if
you've
you
been
get to the top
prepared
of
and not been running late, then maybe you'd be okay.
There you go. And what if you get to the top of the hill and it's in use?
Well, okay, this is where I'm going. So I get to the top of the hill, and there's a woman just about to enter.
Oh, the worst.
This chick goes in there and clearly takes a dump.
Yeah.
She's in there for like 8 minutes. Oh, my God. She's in there, seriously, 5 to 8 minutes. Who does that in a porta potty?
Yeah.
Even if you have to shit, like presumably you have to go bad
Oh.
if you're hitting a porta potty,
Porta
so that
potty.
stuff's just exiting you quickly.
Yeah.
Not this lady, 5 to 8 minutes. She's probably got the newspaper open, whatever.
Yeah, on her phone for sure. She's playing Candy
Yeah.
Crush or looking at her Twitter feed or something.
She's in there so long that a line jumper comes into play. So I'm next
What?
in line, little 6-year-old with a friggin' buzz cut jumps me. I'm
Boy or
like,
girl?
What a situation you're in now.
A little boy.
Little boy
What
jump.
do you do? And this is not the point of the story, but what do you do at this point? to
Knee him in the
little kid?
back?
Do you?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You got to. Or
Dude, honestly, in that situation, I think I'm not kneeing him in the back, but I
Okay,
am
fine,
saying,
maybe
dude, I
that's a
gotta
bit-
go, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
dude.
Braden.
whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, Connor.
Connor.
What do you think
no.
you're doing here, pal?
Yeah.
He's young. He's got to learn lessons. Lines are lines.
Yeah, if you let him get away with that, you
Teachable
failed.
moment.
It's a very teachable moment. You got to let him know. Braden, back of the line, sir.
I let Braden get away with it. I left Braden where he was, But then this is where it gets interesting. So
This is where it gets interesting.
So then this gaggle of assholes pulls up. You know, these kids who just finished a game or something.
Yeah.
And they're like about the same, 11, 12, 13 range. I'm going to say they're 12 years old.
Okay.
And one of them just, starts, they're just messing around. Little bear cub dudes, pushing each other down and wrestling.
Sure.
And so Braden, so the lady finally pinches it off.
Yeah.
And leaves.
It was probably liquid. It was probably
insane.
God, dude.
straight. Yeah.
By the
Straight
way,
diarrhea.
God, I'm so sorry. No, it's not fair. There are double standards. But, dude, for me personally, I remember one time, I think I brought this up on the show last year when I was up at, Copper Harbor, and there was, a public place, and this, just old lady just got out of the unisex bathroom, and I was just like, that is the last place I feel like putting my ass cheeks down on, is this seat where this just old lady's ass was
Old
just
wrinkled
sitting,
ass.
just sitting.
Yeah.
Dude, I think about that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely. I'm big time snob when it comes to where I put my ass cheeks down.
Yeah.
You know
And-
who's not, by the way? Manny.
Really?
Manny will be getting gas. He'll be 2 miles from home getting gas. He's like, I think I got a shit. He'll go and shit in the
Wow.
gas
What?
station. I know. I don't know where he gets
Ugh.
it.
Dude, is there anything
Freaks
worse
me
than
out.
sitting down on a toilet seat and it's warm?
Oh God.
You know what I mean? It's just
even at home.
funny 'cause honestly-
even at
Even at
home with my
home.
own family. I'm like,
Yeah,
jeez,
someone's
God.
ass was just on this.
And then you get that waft of the feces that was there
Yeah.
before you.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, honestly, in reality, most people, if you sit down in your car in the winter, you like warm seats, or it's this weird thing
Not that
when it
toilet
has to
seat.
do
No,
with your.
because you know how it got warm.
You want to believe you're the only one.
Yeah,
At that
right.
point.
I know.
Right.
I know.
You're
you
that
have this-
toilet seat's first guy.
Yeah.
ever and only.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
one's ever been there before, and no one ever will. Just
Yeah.
you.
Warm
You're
seat.
it's one and only.
Warm seat or streaks in the bowl.
Yeah.
Just
How
devastating.
about a courtesy flush, huh?
Yeah.
Just you know what? I think we've talked about this before. I just think that the whole thing of that we have to do this shitting thing is
Yeah.
it's all disgusting.
it's
It's
expelling
when you're on the
Yeah.
road,
It's crazy.
because you can do it at. You're right. We all try to do it at home when we can, but you go on trips and stuff, and it's like you
or
have
under,
to.
or under
and-
pine trees, some people, or on lobbies of hotels.
but it's like
You know what I
I
mean?
know. Even
the
Jesus,
fact that we have to do it, and
even
the
at my
fact-
advanced age, I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
More than I probably should. Oh my gosh, you got to expel this
And
stuff
by
out
the
of you. This
way-
is
Yeah,
weird.
If we took eating out of the mix, shitting would
Yeah.
go, right?
Well, no. Gab
whole
actually did a
design
bit
is-
of an experiment in college. As you know, she bought a Meyer pig. She bought a
Yeah.
guinea pig from Meyer, drunken evening.
Yep.
Buys a pig, sets it up in an aquarium. And this little son of a bitch, every time it moves, it poos. You know guinea pigs.
Yeah.
They got the great noise. Makes that little
Yeah, yeah,
rodent
yeah.
sound. It's the best, right? I
Yeah.
love that noise. I could fall asleep to it. I
Yeah.
have fallen asleep to it. But every time he'd move, he'd poo. So what Gab resolved was, I'm going to stop feeding this son of a bitch. He's pooping too much.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the woman that I bore children with
Yes.
years later.
So
This
she
is-
starves a pig.
Yeah, this is the type of. Yeah, this is the.
But what was so her?
Yeah, I know.
should
It
the
doesn't
thought
make sense,
should
right?
the thought process have been I'm not going to maybe feed him as much?
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
This
why would you
alarmed
She
me.
went a little extreme.
This alarmed me. I was
Yeah.
like, what do you mean you're not feeding? I just not
so
feeding.
he's
him.
just there.
Yeah, for a period of days.
Oh
She's
my
like,
god!
Jesus,
she
she's
gave
a
it water.
monster.
She gave it water.
She's a monster.
It did not cut down on the shitting. This
Really?
thing just kept shitting.
Wow.
So anyway, back to the porta potty shit story.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, can I two more things about the shitting, dude? And no, when it comes to, and I know you guys sat there and called me weirdo. I'm not going to get into the whole argument again of the New York situation. But seriously, when I go to hotels with people, if we're in the lobby, Ty used to always fucking do this. We'd be in the lobby, sitting there together. Then we get in the room, ready to go. I got drinks, maybe some food, and he just walks in and takes a fucking shit. And it's like, dude, really? I will always, if I'm with people, go to the lobby
Yeah,
before I go
yeah.
to the room and go to
Yeah.
the no, but before I go to the room, even if we're
You'll
checking
kick a
in.
turd in a hotel lobby
No, but
before
my,
you'll shit in
but
the
my
room.
point is,
And I
think-
appreciate that, Eddie. I'm glad you didn't.
But my
shit in
point is,
my
I
bathroom.
do that if I'm with people because I think I
courtesy.
know you're in the
It's
hotel,
courtesy.
but I don't
Yep.
think. And then the other thing, by the way, is so I didn't have I didn't wasn't there with a girl in the sense that we were on a
boy.
date or anything, but I was with the girl in the sense that she was a friend and whatnot, and we went to this concert in Grand Rapids on Friday, and oh my god, my worst nightmare came through, and that was that I had to several times hear her piss in the hotel room. And it was,
thumb over the garden
yes,
hose?
and I was just sitting there because the one time I didn't realize she was going to do it. I was sitting there drinking a drink on my phone. I just see her go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I just literally heard that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is
hitting the
so
water.
disgusting.
Yeah, the
so
female
disgusting.
urethra is troubling.
Anyway, so that's just I wanted to say that I had to deal with a female pissing over the weekend, and it was
Yeah.
And I told her,
Bummed
I
you
was like,
out.
that's gross.
All right. So gaggle of bear cubs pulls up, and they're pushing each other and wrestling around. Like,
Yes,
okay,
they do.
No problem, whatever. Braden's already jumped the line, as discussed. I'm leaving him be. Haven't even like leaned down and said, hey man, just FYI, I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm gonna let you stay there. Didn't even do that. I'm like,
Wow, that's
just gonna let Braden
bold.
go. He's probably, he's got to go, right? If this little dude's standing, he's probably got to
Is
go
he
worse.
holding
than me.
his junk, doing that
No,
thing?
not that.
Then
But
it's not that bad.
so anyway, so this gaggle of assholes that comes up, just like clearly Braden's a little brother or something, because they start tackling him and stuff. Like, okay, they're all together.
Oh
Great.
no.
So lady comes out, Braden goes in, and one kid just starts shaking the freaking porta potty. Like,
Yeah.
like, can somebody put a tent stake in those things or something? I was
Yeah.
amazed at how
You've
much.
seen the wind blow him over,
I mean, this dude was like going front to back, side to
Oh
side.
my god.
which meant the inside of that.
Slashing all over. Braden's, you can hear him tumbling about.
Which was his dong out at this point?
I
Was
don't
he
know.
whizzing? I mean, because he would have sprayed
Yeah,
that.
no, it's probably a mess. But my point, like, more than that, whether it's a mess or not, I got to get in there to pee. I got to
Yeah,
go
right.
bad. And so I go, hey, man, can you just let him finish? There's a line here, all right? I got to go.
Yeah.
And the kid kind of looks at me and, like, you know how it is when you get scolded by an
Yeah.
older person.
Oh, sheep.
You either,
Sheepishly.
there's two. There's a sheepish reaction, like,
Oh, my tail between the
saunter
legs.
off.
Or-
Yeah. Or it's kind of like,
Fuck you, old man.
man.
Yeah.
So he kind of gives me the fuck you, old man. But
Did
he
he say
does. But
anything?
he didn't. But he does stop pushing the porta potty.
Okay.
Braden comes out. I go in. I do my thing. I walk over to where my team is getting assembled, and I'm standing there. And like 2 minutes later, I start to feel like wetness on the back of my leg. I'm like, what the hell? I turn around, and my man Zach, who I scolded,
What?
is squirting water on the back of my leg, and he's
I thought you were
got
gonna say he was pissing.
Yeah.
he's got all his buddies with him. And their buddies are
finding
like,
this hilarious.
oh, dude, his buddies are like, Zach, your water bottle's leaking. And Zach's like, and I turn around and he stops. What do you do at
You
that
punch him in
point?
the fucking
You know what's
face.
funny? You're in such a that is such a dude. It's just such a rough position to me because, dude, you don't. No.
You
he can
can't
say
punch him in
Why?
the
not
face.
because
Why
you
can't
can't punch
you
him in
punch
the
him in
face,
the
but like there's the reactions
That's a
are like
punchable offense.
Dude, the reactions are so because you can become very. Now you can become very quickly the old man. Like,
Oh.
you gotta show some respect, or
Yes.
or blah blah blah.
You can be arrested at this point, okay? And that's actually going through my mind. Like, this son of a bitch just soaked my sock and
assault,
shoe.
brother.
And by the way, what a great move. Water bottle to the back of the leg is just soaking down into my sock, into
and
my
shoe.
shoe.
He
Yeah.
knows you
It
can't
really
do
was
shit.
well done.
Really,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
really
Nice move.
He knows I'm in front of my team. I can't.
You grab him by the scruff, and you get what I would do is get into his ear. You know what I mean? Because that's really all you can do. You can't make a scene. I probably can't punch him. But if you really get in there and just, you little fuck, I will fucking kill you. You put that away. If I even see you on this field, I will fuck your mom in front of your dad, and I will end you, you little piece of shit.
A reasonable reaction.
Yeah, right?
However, I determined I can't grab this kid. There's too many phones out here. I can't grab a 12-year-old.
Dude, if
I
you
just
ended up on a live leak fucking
That's
video
the
or
thing, right? And that's my fear, being involved in this youth sport. Like, I'm all the time when I get frustrated, I'm like, don't end up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just don't end up on YouTube. So I turn around and I'm gonna.
I think I know what I would probably do, but
E, what would you do?
no, but only because of a stubbornness.
Because you've got a history of
No. I would
taking it.
I would that's that's what I would want to. What I would want to do is you'd have to look back because it's a human reaction. You're going to look back. He's going to be. You're
You
going
have
to see
to
all the
say
stupid
something,
friends.
right?
No, man. I was going to say I was just going to turn around and pretend like it didn't fucking happen.
Wow,
Fuck him,
wow.
man.
What
No,
a
no,
docile
no.
creature.
But no.
Yeah.
Only because I'm so stubborn that fuck him for thinking he's going to get me.
The Zacks of the world
No.
will push you around the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
you
You
can't
gotta
bully-
say something. You gotta stand up, man.
You can't
I've gone through
continue
my
to
whole
be
life like
bullied
that.
by 12-year-olds. E. You just can't.
So I determine all I can do is verbal.
Yeah.
And I can't react with profanity because I've got
Do you see-
my team standing there. I actually thought about sicking Jack and Jackson on this kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Like, hey,
yeah, there you
Jack,
go.
Have at it.
Yeah.
That crossed my mind.
Now
But I'm
that's a
thinking,
good idea.
no, we can't
That would have been a great idea.
get in a brawl.
You're not in the fight. It's evenly matched age-wise.
Probably in depositions, though, it comes out that I ordered Jack and Jackson to do this. So this is all going through my mind,
Yeah,
mile
yeah,
a minute.
yeah, yeah,
So I resolve, I'm going to insult this kid.
Oh
I'm going to
boy.
verbally insult this kid.
Wow, you're gonna
What's
try
the
it-
first word that comes out with something like that?
don't
And there's no profanity.
don't
What
even-
describes
I can't
what he
even.
just did?
What,
Hey, Zach, you're a punk.
okay.
Yeah, but he'd
Okay,
like
all
that.
right.
What? He
I think
likes
would,
it?
No, I think that would be like.
That's why I made it a tripartite insult, okay? 3 parts. Zach, you're a punk, comma.
Yeah.
You're ugly.
Oh no, you didn't call him.
Yes. Dude,
Is he
mile
ugly?
a minute.
Okay,
Again, mile
ugly
a
is
minute.
better
See,
than
okay.
punk.
Zach,
you know-
you're a punk, you're ugly, and you're going to amount to nothing. That's what came
God.
out of my mouth.
I love it.
That
love
was
it.
way old man, wasn't it, E? I
Yes.
failed on the
Yeah.
final
No,
one.
that,
the
not
old one.
man.
The last one was so
You're
bad.
going to amount to
nothing.
nothing.
That's just
He's
dude,
gonna.
what do
That's
you-
gonna
I
be
know.
bouncing around
What are
his
you
head
fucking
for
the dude in the
years.
Back to the Future?
I know,
You know,
dude.
the principal, the balding principal
I
that's
know.
calling McFly.
Yeah.
no,
I was happy with you're a punk, you're ugly, and then I grasped.
What did he? What was his reaction to Punk ugly?
They just kind of like giggled and kind of like
Of course they did.
backed up and walked away.
Wow.
And then
So
walked
you-
away.
you
You know what they said? They were
hold
like,
on,
"Oh,
E.
fucking,
You- of course.
fucking old man."
You're gonna amount to nothing. That's probably like they're Instagramming each other all day long.
Right,
You're
right.
gonna amount to nothing. It probably
Well-
became a punchline.
Yeah. Well, or a meme.
difficult
They're gonna make
A
a
meme. There's probably a picture of me like turning around, just pissed off face.
Pissed off. You're gonna amount to nothing.
God
There's
damn
a
it! If
gift
I'm
or
a
a
meme,
I hope you get memed.
That's a difficult situation, though.
Dude,
For
you
real.
allowed him to get your goat, is what happened. His
Dude,
goal was to steal your goat, and he got it.
no, man, you have to react to that. You can't do what he suggested.
I think you can, but
My foot was soaked.
So
for the next hour.
yeah,
so what?
no.
He got what he wanted.
I was assaulted.
Here's
Technically, I was.
here's how I can prove that that's right, man. Like when I used to and when I say used to, you know, actually I guess I haven't done it in a while because I don't drive around with those people anymore. But when I used to sit there with Chubbs and Burley and all them, and we drive around and fucking just Milford and Bright and shit, and yell at people out the car window and just call them names and shit like
Yeah.
that. The only way that we knew we'd won is when they got pissed and started. The ones I remember are the ones of people giving double fingers or "fuck you," fuck. You know who I don't remember? You know who I got mad at is the people that just kept walking. I'd be like, "Fuck them."
Yeah.
That's who
take
I
it
got
up a
mad
notch?
at.
I don't
When
know.
would-
I think if
So I'm
if the kid would have said something to me, I would have been more apt to just like look at him or whatever, give him the stink eye. But
Yeah.
the dude freaking soaked my
Yeah,
my
it's a
foot.
ballsy move.
but he got what he
doesn't know
wanted.
you.
He got what he wanted, man.
Yeah.
He got what
Yeah,
he
he
wanted.
got.
Well,
You
especially
didn't
with that
retain your
final,
goat.
you'll amount to
I
nothing.
know.
Yeah.
What- and how can you make that
hold
judgment,
on,
by the way?
Jesus.
It was so fast. It was so fast. You're a punk. You're ugly, and you'll amount to nothing.
I mean, if
Zach.
if someone
He
had
must
told
have
that
been
to
shocked.
some of the stories you guys have told, I think that "you amount to nothing" could have applied.
I don't have a problem with that. I
No?
really
Okay.
don't. I mean, now that you've had some time to reflect, is there anything you would change if you were back in that moment?
Well, I like the three-legged stool aspect of the
I
insult.
love it, yeah.
You know? So I might have said something about banging his mom or something. you know.
Yeah, take it up a
Yeah,
notch.
yeah.
Not you don't have to say fuck her.
Yeah.
You know, in front of your
Maybe
dad.
lean in a little closer.
Lean
like
a
you
little closer.
suggested.
Yeah. Not an assaultive or anything.
Right.
Like I'm gonna hit on her
Yeah.
and I'm gonna fucking
You're a
bang
punk.
your
You're
mom.
ugly.
And I'm
I
thinking
fuck your
about
mom.
fucking your mom.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me one more
Right.
one more time.
That would have been pretty sweet.
If you
That
could have
would've been
said
dope,
that
yeah.
in a way,
He would have he might have cried.
if you could,
He might have cried at that point.
Instead, you'll amount to nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll amount to nothing as a little old man. It's
if you could have leaned in for real and said, like, you know, you're a punk, you're ugly, and by the way, you know,
Yeah.
I might fuck your mom. but like where the other kids didn't hear it, so
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can't
yeah.
they can't say
Yeah.
yes, he said it. Where it's just
What did
this
he
kid's
say to
word
you?
against you. Then you could have. Then
Yeah.
I think you would have had him.
The
Because
problem
if those
was-
other kids hear it, then they can say,
Right.
the
That
coach,
guy,
that
yeah.
coach said he was
Yeah.
gonna fuck his mom.
Oh, dude, it would have been a big to do.
yeah, but if you come in and calm, remain calm in the pocket, stay in your lane, and you know you're ugly. What was the
You're a
term?
punk.
You're a
You're
punk.
ugly. Zach, come
you're
here.
ugly. Come here.
Hey, man.
Thinking about having your mom suck my dick after the game today.
I think it'd be fantastic,
know what I
assuming
mean?
those
Like-
other kids
Yeah,
don't hear it.
it
It
would've
would
been.
be genius. if they did-
Physically, though, it couldn't have happened
Right.
because they were in retreat mode. As soon as they turned around,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were almost expecting the pimp hand.
Yeah.
Unless you did this, what you know what? And I know this is all. It's easy to do it secondhand quarter. Say it the next Monday morning quarterback. But if they were running and he said, "No, hey dude, come over here, man," like you were going to be a responsible doll, and he just thought old man's going to talk to me and be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, just come on, come
Take
over
a
here."
knee,
for a second."
get down at his
The kids
level.
are over there, and they're like, "Yo, you know what, dude? We all been there. Trust me. Don't worry about it." And by the way, you're ugly.
You're a punk.
You're a punk,
And
and
I'm
I'm thinking
thinking-
about fucking your mom.
I might just fuck your mom.
Can you
imagine?
If you got down on a knee at his eye level.
Super professional.
But you
about
got
it.
him away from his friends, so he's the only one who hears it.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna think that Jay would say that,
Right.
Coach
No,
Jay?
are you kidding me? I'm a responsible,
Upstanding citizen.
pillar of the community.
Indeed.
That's my reputation, and I worked hard. I earned that reputation. It's
not Mike or I. Mike or I
I got
did.
on my knee to a child and said, "You're ugly, you're a punk, and I'm thinking about having your mom blow me after the game." Dude, nobody would believe that. You could go, "No, I just told him that it's
Yeah.
disrespectful to behave like this with adults."
I didn't want to do it in front of his friends. I wanted to, I
Yeah.
wanted to
It's
just
a teachable moment,
Yeah.
and I hope some of you out there would do that for my son. If he
See, that's why I wanted to have this talk, because next time this happens,
Oh.
now I'll know what to do.
definitely say I'm fucking your mom after the game.
But you just got to get him solo though. You can't.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that no one else has it on Snapchat or something.
Well, where you went wrong, your first teachable moment brought all
Braden.
of this on
Braden.
by letting the little shit
Yeah.
take cuts
I
and
know.
go whiz.
I know
Started
it did.
this. And you have a
Actually-
responsibility, if you want to remain an upstanding pillar of the community. Take those teachable moments.
I should have.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? If you hadn't let that
Can you
kid
flick
cut
their
in,
ear?
Yeah, none of that
it
would happen.
None of it. Can you wet willy a kid or flick their ear?
Dude, I don't want to put my finger in any kid's ear. I'm not touching a
What
kid.
about
okay?
just flick the back of his ear? Just pow.
Yeah, that probably could have worked.
I mean, that's not assault. He started it first off.
You're a line jumper. Anyway,
my God,
hey,
that's
insurance.
awesome.
We all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasick from Wasick Insurance Services change all that. Brent is over 30 years in the business. He offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasick at 734-455-1900. Get a free, no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900.
Am I remembering correctly that you've been aggrieved?
You know what's funny? I didn't
Oh,
know if you were going to
Jesus.
bring it up or not, but I don't know if it relates fully to what just happened with Jay, but in my mind it does.
Okay.
In the sense that it's just a societal thing that bugs me, and it's funny that we
grievance found you.
Sure, kinda. It's
You don't
a
need to-
really
you don't need
it's
to
an obnoxious
sandbag.
grievance. I'll tell you that.
All right, you ready for the clock?
Sure. So my grievance is that I am so sick. You know how I just hate this bullshit human things. I don't like small talk, this and that.
Yep.
I'm sick of people asking for opinions if they don't really want an opinion. Like, if they don't really want you to give the opinion. I've gotten to the point now where it's like, I sometimes will say, like, do you really want me to say what I think, or you just want me to say agree with you so you feel better about it? I'm sick of this game that we play where it's just like, what do you like? Do you like my new boyfriend? What do you think of him? Say, or something. It's like, and if I don't like him, I have to lie.
By saying, do you want me to be honest? Or
I
not,
know.
You've already given your
I know.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. But that's why I sometimes do
true.
that. I sometimes do that as a kind of a precursor to let them know, like, just
Yeah.
FYI, do you really want an opinion, or do you want?
Asking how many people ask you for your opinion though? That's got to be a rarity.
But it's dude. No. You gotta remember, it's not just an opinion on maybe like, a serious life issue. It could be anything. What do you think about what I'm wearing? What do you think about?
Yeah.
Again, who's asking you?
Well, people do. Okay, so this is enough that I've
Was
been
there an
sick-
incident? I feel like there was a recent incident that
No.
triggered
Give
this.
us an example.
Honestly, I don't have an example.
Turtle family, something.
I don't have an exact example right now, but it's like the example that I was going to use. It's not from a specific person. I can't think of it
The
because
grievance found you. E.
Well,
Yeah.
it's happened to me. I just think of it mostly when I use my example in my grievance of the relationship. That's something that I have had, encountered throughout my lifetime. It just finally hit me today. I was driving in here today, and for some reason, it hit me. I hate stuff in society where we have to I understand that we have to say hi to each other and be generally nice to each other. I get that,
Yep.
but nothing bugs me more than someone asking hey man, we've hung out a few times. You met this guy, for example. What do you think of my boyfriend? And what if I think he's an asshole? And they don't really no one wants to hear it. They don't really want to hear it. And when I ask people for opinions on things, I say, hey, do you think I was right on this? Do you think I had was I wrong when I thought this? I always try to tell people, like, I want to fucking know. I'm not asking you because I want you to suck my dick. I want you to fucking tell me if I'm wrong. Doesn't mean I'll disagree if they say I'm wrong. Doesn't mean if they say, dude, you were way out of line there. I still might be like, I disagree, but I'd rather have them tell me that.
So you're finding that people just want affirmation
Yes.
of their decision.
Yes.
And
And
a
it
guy
bugs
like
me.
E, man, he's not going to give that.
No.
It bugs me.
He won't give you a hello when he walks into a room.
Yeah, very rarely.
No, but that's not because I don't. See, I just assume that you just know. I'm happy to be here 90% of the days I'm here. So I can't say 100 because I'm sure there's times when I technically don't.
Yeah.
But I just know that you know that. I know you enough. I don't think that I have to sit there and say hi to you.
When Jay walks in, he walks by me and he just goes, Holmes? And I go, Holmes?
It's a simple
I
Holmes.
get it.
Holmes.
It's a simple Holmes. We've done it forever. But I look forward to that. I look forward to my Holmes.
Well, it
Holmes
announces my
interaction.
presence. I'm walking
Yeah.
behind you. Like,
Yeah.
I can't just sneak by you. I'm just going to sneak by.
Like, he
Mike.
wants to
It's back
sneak by and
I don't. Okay, well, I'm just saying for me. And so when people ask me stuff, I hate it.
Do you agree next time you walk in, you'll give Mike a simple Holmes? Holmes?
Holmes.
And you got to nod your head a little bit while you say it.
I would nod my head if I did it already. Like I wouldn't have to be told to nod my head at that if for
Yeah.
some reason I feel like. I mean, I guess does he want it that? You want it that bad for me
I
to
look
say hello?
forward to my Holmes interactions.
Well, maybe I'll make
each
up
day.
my
Satisfying.
own version of it, and I'll come up with something, I suppose. That for some reason you want it that bad. I don't know why, but I guess if you do, I'll do it for you from now
I
on.
can't
but
explain why I get mild enjoyment out of the small
Okay.
things in life sometimes.
I am I'm as
you
small-minded as it gets, but.
No, I know, but Holmes is a nice,
Just a nice, simple greeting.
simple
Okay.
greeting.
Does the job.
Well, this is going really off of what I was saying, but
We're just delaying our pussy old man grievance verdicts.
for
I mean,
sure.
it's pussy old man, E.
why?
Because it's just, I mean, dude.
People shouldn't ask opinions if they don't want the. There's a saying that says, "Don't ask a question if you don't want the answer."
Yeah, yeah.
And I wish more people abided by that.
Yeah.
I wish more people, if they really wanted to know an answer, then ask the question.
So
if you don't, then don't ask.
Let me
it.
ask you this: when you give your honest opinion, are you getting flack for that?
I have for sure.
From who? Who's giving you flack for that?
I'm trying to.
I guess it's bona fide minus. Then I'll give him a bona fide minus. But I think most people just go, "Oh, E, whatever."
Yeah, I don't mean to insult you, but I just can't imagine that many people are coming up for life advice or asking
Guidance.
a lot. Guidance based.
I don't know. I guess I can't think of the examples I'm thinking of.
I mean, are you talking
some
about
reason.
like if I went, E, what do you think of this new sweatshirt I got?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, even that would qualify for sure.
What would your response be?
That one.
Yes.
I'd say I like that. That's a nice. Okay,
All right,
sweater.
pretend you
Hoodie.
don't. Say you don't like
If
it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I really seem to like it a
Yeah.
lot. I'm really proud of my new sweatshirt.
How would you give him that information?
I'm trying to. I almost have to not like it because I'm so bad at acting.
God.
That no. I think that I'd say like, you have a. I try to be nice
And
about.
then what do? You
Wait a
go,
minute,
well,
wait.
that's an anecdotal instance.
yeah,
That's E, whatever.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I would say I think that I do try even if I'm saying it, even if I have a negative opinion on it, I try to not say it just like that's stupid. Like okay,
No,
okay,
you a lot. You give a lot.
No, what I would say to your sweater. Okay, if I didn't like his sweater, probably what I would probably say is, it's all right. I probably wouldn't wear it, but it's or sometimes I say it's not. You have other stuff that I like better.
So you're sugarcoating it
Yeah.
in a way.
If I really
Your whole
if I
thing
really
was,
disliked it, I
doesn't this
want.
person want honesty? You're not giving them honesty
Yeah.
as it is. You're
No,
sugarcoating
that's not what
shit.
I'm saying.
Wow, E.
I try to be honest, and
Eh,
if I, really,
I don't know if it's for me. No, you hate it.
Okay, well, I don't hate it. You didn't tell me. I have to. I don't have examples
I
of
can
this
tell
right
you,
now.
I hate the shirt you're wearing.
Okay.
It's too orange and bright. See, that's a statement. That's,
Okay, and
that's an answer.
see,
If
I
you went,
appreciate
what do you
that.
think of my shirt? I think it's fucking hideously orange.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know, man.
All right,
Look,
if,
I
you're, if
understand
you're
that
getting
it's-
guff from people who are asking you for opinions, bona fide minus. That's annoying.
I'm gonna say pussy old man, but I kind of agree with him, in that is frustrating and irritating as shit. So.
Well, I don't know, man. I know I'm not. I don't think I'm articulating it as well as, and I don't have the examples to give you guys. I guess so. That's what's
Yeah.
hurting it. But I just really hate someone asking a question that they just don't.
No, I think we understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We understand the grievance.
Well, and moreover, they're just looking to be massaged by you too.
Right.
Just
like
ugh, okay,
right.
You didn't get enough
That's
likes
why
on your Facebook post, so you need me to tell you.
That's
you're
why
great.
personally. That's why I don't like.
But that's why I think you're the worst person to ask, because you're blunt and I don't think of you as sugarcoating that often.
right. I guess
think you do go, You'll say weird shit.
But
in
I'll
front
say
of
it's
company.
awesome if it is. See, I think that people.
So people are taking a risk. They're swinging for the fences.
I
when
think,
they
and
ask
you know what?
Pete
I
for
like
his
to. I
opinion.
like to hold my opinions on things and positive things or compliments on things for when I mean them, because then I feel like when I say it, you fucking know that I didn't just say that's funny, like, or some bullshit. If you say something and you go, "Was that funny?" and if I say, "Oh fuck, dude, that made me that fucking dude, I laughed out loud when I read that," then they fucking know that I laughed because it was fucking. I just don't say it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Anyway, sorry. I guess I don't know if that was even a grievance in reality.
Do you have a
but it-
grievance?
No.
I could state one,
Really.
somewhat succinctly. It's pretty short.
Okay.
All right, smokers. I know you're all few and far between these days, but you're pissing me off. All right,
boy.
stay off the goddamn exercise trails. All right, we know what an exercise trail is. It's a pathway like the Pollyant or the Paint Creek Trail where people are running regularly or biking.
Sure. Smoking?
They're smokers walking along this trail. And
Like for
dude,
exercise purposes?
for me to run by and get a lung full of your smoke, no, they're walking their shitty pit bull mix or some shit,
trying to-
walking down the freaking exercise trail,
Yeah.
smoking. Now,
Where are they supposed to walk?
That's what I was about to say.
Old man.
Go walk on a public sidewalk or something in a well traversed area.
No,
but dude,
you want the nature.
no,
like
I'm sorry, you forfeited it.
No, you didn't.
Forfeited.
no,
you didn't.
I don't think you forfeited it. You don't own the pathway.
It is a goddamn exercise path. That's what it is, man. People,
labeled as that?
99%
Is it labeled
of
as an exercise path?
Jesus,
Is it labeled as
it's
an
a
exercise?
nature trail.
Okay.
And I don't know.
You
that
have mighty
ownership.
steeds that walk along this trail. You gonna smoke in a mighty steed's face?
I wouldn't want to. No,
Yeah.
but I don't think you
Do you know
can
how
claim
off-putting and
ownership.
uncomfortable that is to go running by? You're gasping for breath.
Just
And
hold
then
your
you just-
breath as you go by.
I'm already doing that for the dead possum that I got to pass in 50
Yeah.
yards.
Well, there you go. This is very pussy old man.
Oh, come on, man.
You're not going to get me with
Jesus,
this one.
Dude.
Come on, you've run these trails and had these assholes
don't-
smoking.
Yeah, it doesn't. For one, it doesn't really bother you. Smoke bothers you a little more than it bothers me.
A lot
but, but it
Bothers Jay a lot.
And the other thing is is I get what you're saying. I mean, I have way more of a beef with. I don't understand why throwing cigarette butts out on the road and sidewalk is just for some reason okay. Like it.
Because they took ashtrays out of cars.
Well, have your own little thing and throw it away
Isn't
yourself.
it clear enough?
But
Society doesn't want you.
Yeah.
smokers.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah,
clear?
it is.
Isn't that abundantly clear? Just
Yeah.
stop. Everybody
Yeah.
stop.
Having said that, like, yeah, I mean, look at, dude, I get it, but if they want to walk around, like, if someone wants, I'm not going to get mad at someone wanting to walk on Kensington, you know, if they're going to go on the nature trail and they want to have a cigarette, I mean, because I wouldn't, I don't know.
Wowie. Okay, fine.
So I
Fill,
say
your,
get rid of
fill
those-
your lungs with carcinogens.
I didn't say I wanted
Go
it.
ahead. Fill them up.
I didn't
Mike,
say-
next smoke you have out back, just blow it into E's mouth. Just go like this.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Just go.
I actually don't hate the smell of cigarette smokes. If I'm like, you know what I miss? I actually do legit miss, not at the bowling alley and not at the bar, but I miss going to like St. Andrews at a rock show and having
Yeah.
cigarette smoke in the air.
Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
do. I don't miss it at the bowling alley. I don't miss it at the bars.
As
Yeah.
stated.
But I do miss it at the rock shows. I kind of like it because it just seems rock and roll to me.
Yeah, I get it.
So pussy old man, that's what I get for that? For a very bona fide grievance?
For
Wow.
a very bona fide
Yeah,
grievance.
people can email it if they disagree with us.
Incredible. Actually, speaking of emails, we do have a grievance. It's come in from Nick. You want to hear it real quick?
Why not?
All right, here we go. Writing him into the grievance, I had to get this off my chest. Every day at work, I take a shit, maybe two. These are nice automatic flushing toilets, but maybe they are too nice. I have had experience with these toilets for years now, and still, to this day, every single time I sit down on the seat, the automatic flusher begins to go off before I can even take my phone out. I am then left with no choice but to awkwardly stand up with my pants at my ankles to avoid getting my ass soaked by the most powerful flush known to people kind. These situations are the downfall of my day consistently. I wish the automatic flusher would just fuck off because when I actually want to flush my shit, I have to press the damn button anyway.
I agree with him. I think that's bona fide.
Wait a minute, what his thing is, he just doesn't like that
It flushes
It
when he
flushes
sits down.
when he's sitting down.
So he
Sometimes
goes
they're
to
too
sit
sensitive.
down and
Yeah.
it flushes, and so he has to pop
Man,
up.
Yeah.
his must be really sensitive.
Yeah,
like
Some of them are like that.
never had that
Airports a lot.
Huh.
They'll just go off intermittently for whatever reason. Yeah, I've
Well,
seen
why
that.
don't we follow my lead, as indicated earlier in the show, and just don't shit in public?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Perfect
I don't have a
Nick.
gall splatter.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna say pussy old man. Yeah, Nick.
I'm going to say bona fide. All right, guys, I got to get out of here.
I don't feel strong enough about it. I'll say Pussy Man only because I don't feel strong.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're.
I don't really
All right.
care. I guess I don't know. It doesn't bother me.
All right, let's take a quick break. Come
All
back.
right. Yeah, we'll take a quick break.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break.
I know you have something you want to.
continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
All right, we're a man down. As stated, Miguel is off to the dentist to, I don't know, have him hack one of his teeth out. Dude needs a flapper. That's what he needs. He needs to get that thing, that rotten thing out of his head, and then flapper, what are they called? Flipper?
I don't know.
Where it's like a retainer, and it sticks to the roof of your mouth, and it has a fake tooth on it. I think he's afraid to get it.
Yeah.
He's got to get that thing out of his head, man.
Dentist, I don't know, man.
It's just festering.
Yeah.
You're lucky. We've talked about your grill before.
I am lucky,
Got a
but
beautiful
I still
grill.
think
Somehow
that-
it's intact.
I know, but I probably I need to go to the dentist, I'm sure, to at least make sure, because I'm sure there's things that happen that are building up that I try to keep on top of my teeth, but
They need to do that thing
The
where they
rea-
take the pick and
Yeah.
they stick it in there and they push.
Exactly,
And
right.
if it sticks too much, it means you have a cavity.
right, sure.
Dude, both my boys on their last visit had cavities. We made them pay for them with fillings. Wouldn't that have sucked? Wouldn't that have sucked as a
Christ,
kid?
I had a bad, yeah, that would have sucked for me, I know, because I had this one bad period in my life where I was eating a lot of candy and sugar.
That's just it.
And-
We're like, hey, man, we're like,
Well, my mom
Gab's
was
cleaning
supplying
their-
it, though. That's the only problem. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? No offense. Not saying that like, I would go to the private school when I was going to my first, 7th and then first 8th grade, and we would stop and get she wouldn't make me lunch for some reason, but they didn't have a cafeteria back then. Like, the place I went to didn't have a cafeteria. You just ate lunch in your room, and she didn't make it from home, I guess. So we'd stop, and she would just give me money. I'd go into the grocery
No
store and
shit.
I'd get like a sandwich.
Twinkies.
Reese's.
Reese's, yeah.
Reese's. I'd get a sandwich, Reese's, and a pop. And so my point is, but I think I ate those like every day
Yeah,
for a while,
yeah.
and then I randomly did have like 4 cavities. But since then, it's been pretty good.
Well, that was the thing. Manny, it was discovered he had this whole cache of empty like licorice
Yeah.
stuff under his bed and stuff. So we're like, dude, what are you doing? Like at night he's going up there like a
Yeah.
freaking chipmunk and just chowing and stuff.
It's just
I know
It's-
it
it's-
is.
it's-
Good. It tastes good.
it's good, and you're young, and you don't
Yeah.
think about it, and it's just like we all just think that nothing's gonna happen to you, and he's like, well, I'm just having one each day or whatever.
Or 19 before bed. Hey, if you suffered a traumatic accident or injury, don't call the Billboard or TV attorneys. Your first call should be to Ogden Legal Triage. Ogden Legal Triage will find you the right personal injury attorney for a case at no cost to you. They will negotiate the best price, save you time, money, and hassle. Who better to help you find a lawyer but a lawyer? Ogden Legal Triage. For more information, go to firstcalldetroit.com.
You know what? When I was talking about being an old man the other day at the wedding and losing weight, when you talk about candy, that's what I realized. That was the thing I really wanted to say. I remember that's what I really wanted to get at. Like when people talk about losing weight, the hardest part for me is that I already don't really I don't eat donuts. I don't eat muffins. I don't go and get Starburst every day. I drink some pop, but not like people that drink it with every meal. And so I was telling my brother about that. The problem is that if you're overweight and you do those things, it can be you can get a big boost of like self-confidence if you just give up pop and like candy. Because in a month you'll lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, take a walk.
But I don't do that stuff. And I told him, so I'm trying to
Those
get
final
more
pounds, they're tough to get off.
right. So I'm trim, or like I'm getting large. I've
It's a
gained some
Starbelly
weight.
Sneetch body.
But I don't have like the very obvious things that you just can get rid of. Yes, I eat too much carbs. There's some things but it just is annoying because I can't just be like, oh, if I just stopped having, from now on when
You
I go
can
to
clean it up, E.
I know,
You
but I
do
don't.
fairly well, but you can clean it
I
up.
know, but I'm saying I want that instant gratification where if I was someone who drank like a pop every single
Yeah,
day with
you
my
just
meal,
knock that out.
and then I could knock it out, then in a month I'd be like, wow, look at that, lost 10 pounds.
Well, speaking of your Sneetch-like physique, somebody tweeted about a month ago and said, hey, per my calendar,
They've got to get the audio. I need
is
to
it
hear it.
November of this year?
I don't remember, but I saw it.
All right, the agreement was, and this was done years
Maybe
ago
I'll
on this show when we were talking about E having a Sneetch-like body, and we said, look, if we're here at X date, you will get tattooed on
Well,
your
I'm not
belly
going to
up a
listen
big-
to someone's Twitter calendar, though.
Well, okay,
I
we gotta hear
understand.
the audio.
That guy who tweeted better.
Is it possible that we're
Probably.
coming up on that time already?
It could be.
My God.
Because the reality is that probably happened when we were first in this studio and then moved studios and are back in the same room.
Time flies, my friend.
It does.
You know what else flies? Babies when you chuck them off bridges. No, here's a story. Look, I feel like this is an epidemic. We've covered several stories where babies are falling off bridges. Most often, it's like an estranged dad or something who just wants to punish the mom, so
Yeah.
he takes the 2-month-old and free throws him off the bridge, something like that. But what we've seen recently are like strangers coming up to kids and trying to chuck them off stuff.
Yeah.
For example, the Mall of America
Right.
incident. Remember, little kid
Yep.
chucked off the 3rd floor, bam, onto the granite floor. Lived. Had a really nice display of toys at the site as well that he was able to collect later. But I don't think he'd render that worth it.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday we had a woman arrested for allegedly trying to push a boy off a California bridge. Orange County Police, I don't know if that's near Marin County or not, have charged a 23-year-old California woman, 23 years old, with attempted murder after she allegedly tried to push a boy off a bridge. The Orange County Sheriff Department said the alleged attack occurred Saturday at around 4 p.m. when multiple callers reported seeing a subject attempting to jump from the Crown Valley Parkway Bridge. However, when deputies arrived at the scene, they discovered that Stephanie Redondo allegedly assaulted 2 boys who were running with their Capistrano Valley High School cross-country team. Dude, there's
Yeah, yeah.
right? You go for a
Right.
5-mile run
Right.
or whatever. Running across a bridge, and there's this chick there trying to grab you and chuck you. That's During the assault, the suspect grabbed one of the victims, attempted to push him off the bridge safety railing.
I don't know.
The victim and additional cross-country team members were able to fight off the suspect and were not injured. This reminds me.
What is the normal amount of? I can't get over these. I mentioned it recently when I talked about if you go into Walmart, you're walking around Walmart, how many guys there in reality are like perverts or something, or they want to diddle boys or something. What is?
What percentage of the
from
population
doing this show
are mentally ill?
You can make fun of me all you want, but I'm just never going to do these things.
Yeah.
Like these.
You're odd, but you won't act out.
Right. Like, I don't understand. And was it always happening, or was it just a now that I've done doing this thing and we try to find these stories or something?
Well, there's a lot said about, the closure of mental health institutions.
Yeah.
And you're just shoving those people out on the street. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. I mean, this 23-year-old woman, what's your motive
what is
to
her
do this?
right?
You're-
Exactly. Do you really think that she's
you're
just
crazy,
a
man.
cocksucker or something? You know what I mean? Like, for real, is she really just an asshole? Probably not. I mean, probably
Trying to
she's-
provide the cross-country runners some more SAQ on the bridge.
she's
No, she's probably schizophrenic, right?
Right.
And so she's chucking people. Now, this harkened me back to just last night when we did some extra content, which I'm going to post today.
Yeah, yeah.
And you spoke about the bridge walk,
Right.
Mackinac Bridge Walk, and taking off from your family.
Right.
Like you'd run ahead.
I know.
These are the dangers, E.
I know.
This is what your dad, as he's yelling, Eric, wait!
I really wish I could.
You're 10
I know.
on a 5-mile bridge.
I know. Looking
running
back-
ahead of your parent.
Looking back on that, I wish I could see a video of how it, what did he have, I wish I could see how it played out in reality.
At some point, he just has to go.
I
got
know.
these 2 other ones.
I know.
This is sort of a Darwin situation here. I'm
I
gonna
know.
hang on to these 2. They seem to be the better eggs.
I know.
That one, we'll see what happens.
I just wish, I know. I wish I could.
There is a calculation.
But you're right. That is the reason. That's the things like that are the reason that parents are worried, I guess, because there's strangers that are just going to walk by and do that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just.
You're damned if you do. You're damned
I-
if you don't. In terms of watching your kid, right? Because everybody criticizes
Oh my
and we
God.
talked about
I can
the
only
bus
imagine
stops.
being a
The
parent.
bus stops are ridiculous. You've got every kid represented by a parent at a
Right.
bus stop now, sitting in the car. That's unnecessary.
I can't-
But one thing happens,
Right.
and you read about it, and it's like, fuck, man. If that happens, when I could have taken that little tiny girl to the bus stop myself, and I didn't because I was lazy,
I
you'll
could-
never forgive yourself, right? So you're constantly doing this weighing.
I couldn't imagine. It's one of the reasons I don't want to be a parent, only because I'm so in my own world as it is. But I just don't know how I would deal with kids in this I don't know how
Trying
I
to
would
keep them safe.
Well, safe or when do you give cell phones and yet people, every one of their kids has an iPhone at 6, but I would believe that personally I wouldn't want to give my kid an iPhone until at least middle school, maybe later, maybe high school.
It's not easy being a parent.
And so it's at least back in the day, for our parents, not that it's ever been easy to be a parent. Obviously, there's no guidebook, and you just become a dad or a mom, but you could just do your thing, kind of. You kind of could be your parent. Yeah, maybe maybe you had Count Club soda and Merck had Mountain Dew and
Yes, he did,
or
for the
whatever.
record.
But you know what I'm saying. But like, okay, whatever. You dealt with your kid being a little wishing he had more stuff. But like, there's an eagle eye on every parent, and yet like, it's so hard to do. Like, every parent must go through the idea of like, when do I really want to have my kid on an iPhone or on Facebook? But on the same hand, like you said with the bus thing, like
the tough part is like you remember when you were a kid, and you remember like, for example, the wanting to keep up with the other kids in
Right.
terms of clothes and things. Like, you remember how that felt, but now as a parent,
But it's just not
you're
the
like,
same,
You're
though.
like, fuck, dude. Now I know it doesn't matter, so it shouldn't matter to him, and so you're constantly struggling with this. Like, I know it matters to him, and I'm trying to.
But the problem
walk
is,
this line of
there's just not the same in the sense that there's things that you can do now because it gets on video or you put something online and stuff that you really could back then make some mistakes, and boys will be boys, and okay, yeah, it's dumb. He got a little drunk at a high school dance, but oh well, we'll learn from it. Now it's like,
yeah, it's
fuck,
a big
man,
mistake.
the consequences are stuff that I can't even comprehend. And so of course they can't.
Yeah.
I just
You put your kid in ballet, and it's never going to live it down. Did you see the follow-up from Laura Spencer from Good Morning America?
Oh, you know what?
She apologized.
I know. Well, here, I'm not. The video that they, the segment that they did. Or you can do the apology first.
No, basically, she got hit hard, right?
Right, of
By
course.
people who were like, how could you possibly criticize a boy for dancing, right?
Right, of
Or
course.
even chuckling about it. No, you can't do that. The backlash against her was huge. So she tried to make further amends by interviewing 3 male performers, including one from the cast of Cats, the Broadway musical. Spencer said, I screwed up. I did. The comment
Did
I
she?
made about dance was insensitive. It was stupid, and I am deeply sorry.
Is
I've
she?
spoken with several members of the dance community. This is like
This isn't even like,
just
dude, this
cookie
isn't
cutter from
black
a
people.
race
This is,
thing,
I know, right.
Right? She took out from the black community and put in the
Dance
dance
community.
community. Over the past few days, I've listened. I've learned about the bravery it takes for a young boy to pursue a career in dance. And last night, I sat down with 3 influential dancers who have lived it firsthand. She then spoke with 3 male dancers, Fabrice, blah, 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 Robbie, so-and-so, and Travis. Dancers then held a ballet class outside the GMA studio. Told Spencer they wish people would be open-minded and understand what others are doing. More empathy would be lovely. Laura called the experience a true education. For me, the lesson is that words hurt. It was not my intention, but it was insensitive, and I thank
She
you
actually didn't
all.
say any words, though.
Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to apologize personally.
She laughed, though.
Instead of canceling me, I thank you for this opportunity to apologize to you personally, for you guys coming in here to sit and talk to me and educate me. And again, I'm really sorry. But for many viewers, the apology was not enough.
Of course it wasn't.
One wrote, it's not about other people understanding boys dancing. It's about you understanding.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, but the apology is not enough.
That is so absurd. I don't even. Apologies. I want to
Dude,
fucking look into that person's life and go, what have they done in their lives? Who have they made fun of at any point? Have you ever been at a bar ever? They ever been in a group of friends ever and said, oh, Dan on the street, whatever. He's kind of weird. I mean, like, like, what are you? The
I know.
apology's not enough. That is what's enough.
Dude,
that's the point of the thing. She didn't fucking say the N-word or say, like, I hate black people. She just laughed kind of at a kid.
Well, and to my point, as stated yesterday, I mean, I think she was just more saying, like, yeah, this kid, give him a few weeks. Like, he's not going to be happy with this computer, religion, and ballet class.
She comes out. When I saw, I didn't even watch. I didn't watch most of the thing, but I originally had pulled up the video of her doing this and talking. And so the point is, like, they do the GMA thing, and I forget who the guy is, but the one guy just goes like, what, I don't even remember the girl's name because you know why? I don't give a fuck who's on these shows. Laura Spencer. I don't care, and I'll never watch them. But the guy goes like, Laura, you had some remarks in a segment we did a few days ago, or last week, or whatever.
Yeah. Would you like to make
Would you
amends?
like to talk about that right now? I've been told you'd like to talk about that. And then she sits there, and it's like, dude, you would have thought she murdered somebody.
What a stupid world we live in. It's
like,
so stupid.
I don't think she should have laughed at it. You and me both admitted that I think that more and more in this day and age, yoga, you do yoga and stuff, and that's something that you wouldn't have done years ago. Stretching, it's important. It can help people, but we can laugh at things too.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
We can laugh at things.
We can, but
Or
we
can
can't.
we?
I don't
Can
know.
we laugh at things? I don't fucking know.
Not if you're in certain positions, like on GMA. You got to be just.
But I don't even know, like,
Straight ahead.
You say certain positions, and I don't really even understand, like,
Which positions?
what
Neither do I.
positions that you can laugh
Neither
at
do I.
things, like who can laugh, who cannot laugh at things.
Yeah, you find out through trial and error.
I guess. I guess.
Jesus, pull up Doug Gottlieb's Twitter feed. Now, this goes to Andrew Luck's early retirement, as discussed yesterday. 29 years old, dude indicates he's going to retire. He's leaving, like I said, like $400 million on the table potentially. Doug Gottlieb of Fox Sports, where also Troy Aikman, of course, former Dallas quarterback and announcer, is with as well, right? He's Fox with, what's his name? Joe Buck, right? Those are the two main, that's Fox's main announcing team.
Yes.
Aikman and Buck. Doug Gottlieb wanted attention, and he got it. He tweeted yesterday, what did he do with
Here's a second.
the Andrew Luck situation?
Where was it? There it is. So the top one here, I'll zoom in.
Yeah, so Doug says retiring because rehabbing is too hard, quote unquote, is the most millennial thing ever. Hashtag Andrew Luck.
I know, right? It's by the way, I'm wondering if he's joking. If he's, you know what I mean? Is he making that kind of as a joke?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you think he's being
dude,
because actually I don't think that would be a terrible joke. Like if I were to see me or if I were to see Jay Chris tweet that, I might be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's actually kind of funny.
No, you're right. I didn't think of it from.
But he's
that
probably not. You're probably
angle.
right. He's probably not. But if I saw someone tweet that, I would think that could be a funny tweet.
Yeah, I think all these dudes in the industry are giving their straight up takes on this.
Okay, so that's just him
I think there's
saying-
enough meat to this story
Gotcha.
where people are chiming in with their takes, and so he's basically saying like, "Hey man, you know Andrew Luck getting out, that's pretty millennial." Troy Aikman chimes in. Of course, he was quarterback back in the
Yeah.
90s. You know,
I'm shocked that he
Back in the tough
swore
guy
in this, actually,
years.
by the way. For some reason. For some
starts
reason,
out-
he just seems like a real clean-cut dude that wouldn't even swear.
He does. He says, "That's total bullshit, Doug." And this is a colleague of his.
Wow.
This is strong. That's
Right.
total bullshit, Doug. What qualifies you to decide how someone should live their life? So you're now the authority on what motivates Andrew Luck? And if his decisions don't fit into what you think is best for him, then you rip him? Guess that keeps you employed on FS1. Nice.
Ooh. What a shot. 'Cause
So FS1
the
is like
cable
secondary?
version, of course, yeah.
Wow.
That's not the main one.
Oh, I didn't notice that part of
That
it.
is a shot for sure.
Thumb in the eye. Well, I mean,
You know what, dude? This is what I've said to you, though. Here's the other thing. I've said this to you so often about, like, you know, I've just experienced it more, and because I'm on Facebook quite regularly, and, you know, through this show even, we have the, you know, the fan page where I see, you know, listeners go back and forth and things, and just things that we talk about in the news, people that tweet, and it's like, I'm not saying that both these opinions are kind of valid, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? I understand why Troy Aikman would have his opinion. I understand why Doug might go, like, but, like, these are grown adults. You know, it goes to my thing earlier about
Twitter,
grievance of, like, having an opinion. You know what I mean? Like, someone asking you for an opinion and then being mad when you give a real opinion. People can say something. He can say that he thinks that, and I guess they both can say this. But it's like, why?
Well,
What does it matter?
The thing is, why? Because there's so many factors that go in it. Nobody know. Like Andrew Luck and his close family members / friends know what the hell is going on.
Right, dude.
Everybody else is sitting afar, just going, "Man, that's crazy. He left $400 million sitting there.
I
That's
know.
stupid. He's too young. Boy, what a pussy. He doesn't want to rehab." Like, there's all these different opinions, and
what
nobody
I'm saying,
knows
like-
what goes into all this. There's a million different feelings and thoughts and.
But that's my point about Troy Aikman and some of these people. Like, why even? What does it matter? Why does Troy Aikman need to fight Doug on that?
Might be the
Honestly,
last straw.
Couldn't he?
This might have been building up,
right? Good point.
Straw that broke the dromedary's back.
Maybe.
Eases, pull up the video of the McFlurry. The moment a female McDonald's customer goes on a rampage after being denied a McFlurry. I will not be denied a McFlurry. Hitting the cashier and throwing equipment at kitchen staff.
I haven't seen this, so
Oh, it's
just another
what
example.
you'd
of,
expect.
Just another example of perfect humanity. Just taking things in stride. I'm assuming,
Complete
you know, just
lack of perspective.
really just taking one day at a time. Just,
Taking things as they come, you know,
Right.
rolling with it.
right. Just realizing that life isn't always going to go exactly how we want it to go.
One woman has taken spectacular umbrage at being denied a treat to help cool off. In footage posted, the brawl can be seen to escalate incredibly quickly as the woman and a member of the staff fight over the counter. Don't all these things come down to like some level of disrespect?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
always-
it's not in the McFlurry.
No. It's they felt like they weren't being helped, or
Yeah.
there was a line.
Maybe
Why
the
did
McDonald's
I?
person said like, "Fuck off, bitch." You know, we don't have any more McFlurries. And
Right.
and then it's just on.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe. You're right. I just
A
even
weave
then.
is grabbed.
Could you imagine even? No, I know you can't. I know you can't.
Throw it on, Isis. Let's watch. Filet-O-Fists.
There's no.
You got no audio?
I guess not. I don't know.
All right, so we have a woman. Oh my god. Okay, so she's just whipping equipment.
Oh, I know why there's no. Oh, shit. You know what? Sorry. Let me do that. I want to hear this sound.
I think what we saw initially is her with like an aluminum sort of holder that goes on top of the area where you grab napkins.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I wanted to hear the sound.
condiments and so forth.
I figured out what happened, so I wanted to hear this because
All right. It's a melee. People are fleeing.
Oh my god, dude!
That was a piece of like heavy metal equipment, and back it
Oh.
comes at her. Back it comes. That's not in the employee handbook.
Jesus Christ!
That is not per policy, madam.
What's gonna happen in
Dude,
this case?
a left. She's a southpaw. Customer is clearly a southpaw.
Oh my god, what is that?
Okay, we have an older woman who's trying to settle things down,
Holy
and
shit!
out comes a napkin holder.
That napkin holder's gone back and forth
Dude.
like 4 times.
No!
That stuff's.
Dude, the customer's wearing some sort of company badge.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like this woman's employed.
Right.
She's wearing a skirt.
I
You know,
know.
she looks somewhat
I
professional.
saw that. Shit.
What the hell?
All I think of too when I see that, honestly, I don't know. I guess you're right. Maybe the McDonald's person.
Who
was a
cares?
di-
So it's disrespectful.
I agree.
Whatever.
I agree.
Unless you get thrown a McFlurry in your face.
I agree. What I was gonna say is like,
Jesus, I got my whole
someone's
foot
gonna-
soaked. I
someone's
sat
gonna-
there with a soaked foot for an hour at a soccer game, and I didn't react with violence.
they're gonna have to clean that up now. You know what I mean? Like now the restaurant has to almost probably shut down for like an hour, and they have to
yeah.
like get out and mop, and it's like they're gonna have to deal with
gonna be
corporate's
arrested.
Come. I know.
At one point during
Will,
that,
will,
like,
when will the McDonald's like honestly like how will they decide on that for the employee of the McDonald's as far as charges?
both looks assaultive to me. I mean,
Okay,
you know.
I just don't know how defending her like when does it defending herself though come into
Yeah, I
play?
mean,
Like as far as like her throwing that.
Yeah, you can sort of use like equal force to defend back if it's imminent, if there's
Yeah.
a threat imminent. But it seems to me like those workers could have
Got to the point where they-
maybe moved to the back of the
Yeah,
store a little
okay.
bit instead of engaging that.
That is you know what though I will say that's
Insane.
a tough call. The only problem is when you say moving to the back and stuff. I honestly
hard to
would
turn the other cheek.
I wonder how honestly how like I really would be interested in it only because like it's harder than people think sometimes in an instant moment situation when someone now is literally to the point where she's yell at you and throw a huge level of like aluminum thing at you. Like
Yeah.
it would be very hard I think for an average person just to be like, okay, I know this is bad, but I'm gonna go in the back. And I mean, I'd do it probably just because I was a pussy, though.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be even if I went to the back to not get engaged. It wouldn't be because I was worried about a litigation situation.
Why is that hard though? Put yourself in a position. You're a worker at a place. A woman clearly is belligerent. I'm sure she's disrespected the fuck out of you. She's now thrown something at you. Why is it hard to just like remove yourself, like
But
back
see,
up?
I think that it would be. I think that it would be because, but I don't think that it would be because they were thinking of any level of like, oh, I might be in trouble. I think it would for me, like I said, I know that I'd just be like, you know what, fuck this, and I'd be out the back and maybe
Protect
out
the grill.
Right, right, exactly. But I mean, as far as sitting there thinking like in a sense of like, oh, I could get in trouble now. Because in their mind, I think probably in that moment, they're just like, fuck, man, I don't know, she attacked me.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking in that term though. Like I'm just saying, like, why? It's so obviously
I know.
the end game is so bad, obvious. You know,
Right.
there's been napkin holders thrown at you.
I
You know,
know.
you're gonna chuck one back like that. That'll solve it. Oh, this will just end with me chucking
Right.
a cash register at this.
I
moment.
know. You're right. It's
My God.
a whole mess of humanity. There was nothing. There was no winners in that video. I think again. I think I said that to something we watched recently, but there was not a winner in that video, unfortunately.
Oh, there isn't. Isis, do you care about the Mandalorian? Do you know what the Mandalorian
I
is?
don't think that I do.
Are you a Star Wars fan, Isis?
Casual.
Casual. So you know that Episode 9 is coming out in December.
Yeah, and I'll go.
Yeah, you will. The Rise of Skywalker.
Sure. Is that what this is about?
Well, The Mandalorian, you know how after Disney bought the franchise, the
Yeah.
Star Wars franchise, you knew they were just going to pummel this thing,
Right.
right? They're going to just throw out every stuffed animal, every book, every series they possibly can, movies every 2 years, etc. And we've seen that. We've
Yeah.
seen them move through. Now we're going on the third part of the third trilogy,
Right.
And we've also seen the standalone movies like Solo, Rogue One.
Yep.
Were there any others?
I think that's it.
Yeah. But now they're coming out with The Mandalorian is a TV show that focuses not on Boba Fett, but sort of that Boba Fett-esque character, which people,
Oh, yeah.
don't say Boba Fett.
I don't even know. Yeah, okay, sure.
You know who Boba Fett is.
I don't even know that I do.
Oh my God.
I know
I
when you
can't
guys-
believe
when
we're
you
having
guys-
this discussion. You don't know who Boba
when
Fett
you guys
is.
talk about
Jango
it-
Fett?
When you guys talk about that, like, I
Are you
don't-
familiar with any Fett? Do you know a
No,
Fett? Name a Fett.
Boba's the only one I would know. I honestly don't. Well, who is he? You don't have to go too.
He's a bounty hunter.
Okay.
He's the guy who took frozen Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt.
Okay.
Remember this?
Yeah,
It's ringing a bell?
I guess I do.
Damn you.
I know.
Damn you to hell,
I'm
insist.
bad with character names,
All right.
especially if I'm not really into it.
So this represents, though, have you heard of D23? Disney 23 is this streaming service.
Okay.
Dude, if Disney doesn't already rule the entertainment world, oh my God. They have Marvel, they have the Star Wars universe.
You know what though? I still think, and this can be tricky in the next few years, by the way, because I think we hit the golden age already of streaming. Because now, once you heard these news that's coming out, where like The Office and Friends are going to go to NBC's, you know what I mean? There's going to be fights now where it's not going to be on Netflix anymore. I think all these companies are starting to think now that someone's going to pay $10 for NBC and someone's going to pay for Disney and maybe they will, but I won't.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick and choose. And so I when you say that and you say that Disney's dominating, I really do think that maybe they are, but Netflix, I think for a while, the only reason they're still going to be better is I think they've been so early and now are so already very well done on their original
Yeah.
programming. Like they have very good original programming.
Netflix is king for sure, but I think what these companies are realizing is that there's going to be more of the pie spread around to streaming as people ditch cable.
There
So
is, but
many people are-
I think that I'm telling you, I was talking about with somebody else, with Mongoloid Aaron Rodgers about this. I think though that they think though that people are just going to like, oh, I'm just going to buy Disney and I'm going to buy Netflix and I'm going to buy NBC. I think
people will, no?
I think what's going to happen is what my sister and them do at this point right now. They go in breaks where they go 6 months Hulu, 6 months Netflix, because it's so easy to cancel and restart.
And then they just consume and
right,
they just
consume for a
binge.
certain amount of months, get what they want out
Yeah.
of it, and then move on. So I think that like people are gonna. I think that's what I would do. I might do something where like maybe I will get the NBC one because I want to watch The Office again. Take it for 6 months, cancel my Netflix.
But what about these specialty services like, say, a D23, where it's more content that's Disney related, where it's not like a Netflix that has up and down all this
Right.
different content.
I wonder what people are going to do. Because you know what? I think that I'm noticing, we've talked about, you and me have talked about this so much more, about how much content there is out there, though. And how it is like you don't, I don't watch things twice anymore for the most part. I mean, I do like there's weird things where you kind of do, but not like movies that I used to like. I might watch a movie a bunch of times and now I don't. And so my point is, I don't know, maybe I'm a weirdo. I might not be the norm, but how I would see it is like, and if I'm on a budget, which most people are on a budget, most people, the reason they're starting to go to streaming is they don't want to pay $200 for cable. So my point is, for me, I think I would pick a few streaming services and
That's
I
what
would
I'm
just,
saying,
I would
though.
just do what there is to me.
But that's what these streaming services want to be. They want to be on your plate, right? They
I just wonder how many.
They want to be with your YouTube TV and
Yeah.
Netflix. They want to be the third one.
I
that you
know.
pay for.
I
and then you
wa-
end up paying
I guess maybe-
$90 a month, and it's way less than your cable bill.
Right. I just wonder how it's all going to really sort itself out in the end.
Well, The Mandalorian, you got the trailer there?
Sure.
This looks sweet. Because, look, I know you're not a big Star Wars guy, but people who are love Boba Fett.
Okay.
And forever, people wanted more Boba-centric
Gotcha.
content. Now, that's not what this is. This dude isn't Boba Fett, but he's won't get too geeky,
Yeah.
but Mandalorian is the race of people that they think Boba Fett was.
Okay. No, I get it.
But you'll recognize his armor.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I already look at this and I can.
All right, so there's some stormtrooper heads. Stormtrooper heads on poles, sticks. They've been killed. That Lucasfilm gives me a boner.
That's pretty nice.
So there he is.
And this is a trailer for what's going to be a
TV show,
TV show
weekly
that's going to be
show.
on this streaming service.
Correct.
Okay.
Carl Weathers, former Apollo Creed
Yeah.
from the Rocky series.
I mean, it looks great.
It does. It looks quality. You
It
know?
looks like you're watching a movie. This
Yes.
looks like I'm watching a trailer for a $300 movie or $300 million movie.
For sure. There he is, the lone gunslinger. See, you recognize like that character.
For sure.
November 12th. It's
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
The funny thing, so is this going on while things? Is this going on
you
while
agree?
technically
the rest of the
the
universe.
rest of the
happening.
universe is happening? Like,
great question.
Are they going to reference at times like, oh, this is what's happening in the Force or something, or like not the Force, but I mean, I don't know how big the Star Wars universe.
This takes place after the fall of the Empire.
Okay.
So if you can picture after Luke,
What is that
After
after?
Vader died, Return of
Okay.
the Jedi.
Okay.
Okay, this is in that gap between those old movies that we all grew up
Yeah.
on and the new ones that were
Gotcha.
released very recently.
Gotcha. I
But
get confused.
He's
But
basically, dude, it looks like he's sort of a Western style. It's like a
Yeah.
space cowboy type thing. But long-awaited live-action Star Wars series Mandalorian is coming to Disney Plus streaming service on November 12th. That name has deep roots in the franchise's history with links to the armor worn by bounty hunter Boba Fett. Pedro Pascal, you know him, best known for playing Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch, so.
Will take on the title role a lone Mandalorian gunfighter operating in the outer reaches of the galaxy. Pascal will be joined by Giancarlo Esposito, who played Gus Fring in Breaking Bad. Huh?
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah, I remember.
Carl Weathers.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
Carl Weathers, who we saw from Rocky and Predator fame. Nick Nolte, remember him? Beverly Hills actor, Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
Okay, sure.
And it's executive produced by Jon Favreau, who you know.
Yeah.
That dude has some sort of link to all this Disney content. He's doing all those live action films.
Okay.
You know, he did
Yeah.
the Jungle Book.
Yep.
I think it was called Mowgli, the live action version.
Okay.
Which was really good. I mentioned that before. They have The Lion King out right now. Aladdin is
Yeah.
out. They're re-releasing essentially all these Disney
know.
cartoon movies as live action.
I know.
101 Dalmatians I saw posted just yesterday is
It's
coming out.
Okay.
That one they've already done live action, but they're going to do it again. I just, we've talked about
I
it
don't know.
before, but
Right.
the lack of creativity.
Well, and I don't. You know, with the stream, I don't. I just what I was saying overall with the streaming services, when you say like that's what Disney's going to have this run on it because they're going to own the Marvel and they're going to own Star Wars and stuff like this. I don't know. I'm just very curious to see how it's really all going to.
I'm not necessarily referring to Disney owning the universe through a streaming service. I'm just saying they're further going to,
Okay.
have their hands on
Yeah, for
our
sure.
entertainment dollars. I mean,
For sure.
it's unbelievable when you think about Marvel
Yeah.
and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Holy shit, right?
Absolutely, for sure.
Hey, get a 2-pack of My Pillows premiums for $69.98. That's only $34.99 per pillow, which is the lowest price ever offered on podcast, radio, or TV. This offer is available at mypillow.com, and you must use the promo code TDC, of course, for the very best discount. Jesus, we do have some email.
Sure.
Dearest podcasters, this is hot.
Is it?
Get ready, E.
Nice.
Recently took my girlfriend to Ann Arbor for her birthday. She's a lifelong Michigan fan. I wonder if she went there. Doesn't matter to you, does it?
No, it doesn't, and it wouldn't matter from any college. No one nobody questions when someone's a State fan. No one asks a State fan if you went to State. Never.
Because
I've never heard anyone go.
Because the Walmart Wolverine thing
I
is
understand.
so indicative
I
of the
understand,
Michigan
but I'm
fan.
just saying, I never hear someone wearing green and white, and some go, "Did you actually go there?"
It's the fair weather nature of the.
I know. I do get it, but
latching
I'm just
on to
saying,
the-
I never hear. Although it's changed in my lifetime, I think. I mean,
Definitely has, dude. There's the kids like Manny Russell's age. They grew up,
where State was doing better.
yeah, where basketball they're dominating. They had those dominant years in
Right.
football, head to head,
For sure.
And so yeah, the
Hockey even
tide has
honestly.
changed for sure.
I mean, they've been bad at hockey a little bit recently, but like when my brother was in the mix there. Basketball's always been good or not always, but
Yeah.
probably 20 years or something.
Yeah.
Football got better, and hockey won a national championship one of those years.
True. Bar hopping around the city she's a lifelong Michigan fan, so bar hopping around the city was the perfect birthday evening for her. Upon arrival to our hotel, you know where this is going, E, for some adult time, she gets all excited, tells me to go to the bathroom, wait for her to tell me to come out.
Ooh.
That's never happened to you, has it, E?
No.
Sorry.
All right.
Once I came out, I realized she had bought a fancy green lingerie type thing. You know, the crotchless kind. Chris!
The crotchless kind.
Dude, crotch.
I know.
Just-
I don't even want to. You're right.
Chris, you could have just left it as a fancy green lingerie type thing.
I know.
You didn't have to say, you know, ellipsis, the crotchless kind.
Yeah, I agree.
Mind you, she's
I don't want to think about fucking a girl's crotch.
seriously.
Like a girl getting in that crotch.
Yeah, it's all moist.
Ugh.
Mind you, she's very pale, so the green definitely stood out. I don't think I needed that either. Do we need that? She's
I'm
very
sure she
pale.
wouldn't like it if she heard this, by the way.
She's very pale.
Like, honestly, this girl, even if she's not named, would probably, if she knew it, you know, would she like to know that it was out there? But
Yeah, Chris, your poetry here is lacking something. You know, you gotta work on this. Mind you, she's very pale, so the green definitely stood out. I learned the hard way that when a girl dresses up for you all sexy like, she doesn't want to hear you yell, "Look at your green thing!" Oh, Chris, you didn't yell, "Look at your green thing." First off, she probably doesn't listen like you do,
Right.
Chris. Maybe she listens every now and then, but she doesn't know what look at my green thing means.
I don't even remember really.
It was that lizard. Remember where he unleashes his green thing?
Yeah, okay.
Before
see,
mating?
see if he had said it to me, I would have even been like, I knew he was. Oh, he must be the show, but I don't.
See, Chris, that's going a little too deep for your girl here.
Why would you do that to her when she's ready to?
I know.
Dude, you got when you're in the
crotchless.
Look it. I know I don't have the biggest experience in my life, but I do know from enough couples, that some people have a harder time. The guy's always ready to go, and sometimes the girl's not always ready to go. So if she's ready to go, you
Come
want to
on,
do
Chris.
as little as you can to
wanna
hurt
upset it.
yourself, dude. You want to just go.
Yeah, keep the look at your green thing to yourself.
The jokes are not. This isn't the time.
Chuckle to yourself, Chris.
This is not the time for a joke that she might not get.
Neither the time nor the place.
No,
However,
yeah.
you must know he was very intoxicated. He got it on despite his idiotic comment. Love the show, Chris.
Oh, so he said we're supposed to believe from him.
This is what he's asking us
I'd
to
like
believe.
to know that she would say like that she didn't shut it down after that.
Oh,
Like,
good point. Good point. P.S. I met Biggie at listener Scott's house, and it turned out my girlfriend went to high school with him. So you know this girl in the green crotchless underwear. Do you remember this chick?
Scott, I think I do. Does he say any more than that or no?
School with him, and we live in the same neighborhood as Chubbs.
Yes, that's funny.
Ringing
Yeah.
a bell?
Yep,
Can you
I
picture
remember
this
that.
chick?
That
Can
was
you now picture her in a green lingerie thing?
Now I
crotchless?
can.
Yeah?
Not really, because it was when I met them.
was
that
dark.
Well, yeah, it was dark, and that was night if you remember from last
Bonfire,
summer.
right?
Yeah, the bonfire where I was there till like 5 a.m, and then his wife ended up driving me home at 5:30.
This chick with the crotchless?
No, the
Different
when he says
one.
the listener Scott.
Yeah.
We had a whole weird small world situation because she ended up being friends with this person I was serving at Big Boy, and then she lived in the same neighborhood as Chubbs, and
Wow.
she had a crush on Chubbs, I think,
Oh.
is what she told me.
Wow.
And Chubbs was so stupid that he didn't notice it.
Oh, any chance of rekindling?
I don't know. If so, I guess she's willing to dress up for him.
Wow. That's news. All right, we'll save the rest for tomorrow. Hopefully, Godspeed to Miguel. Hopefully, he gets his tooth issue straightened out, and we'll figure it out. Talk to you tomorrow. See you then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.